Hello everyone, welcome back to another lore video, but this time in Fallout flavor. To kick off our Fallout lore series, we're going to be talking about the tasty beverage Nuka Cola, not to be confused with caps as a currency, which will get its own video later. Nuka Cola blessed us with its tasty existence in the 2040s, made by the one and only John Caleb Bradburton. John would spend 2 years dubiously experimenting to create the perfect concoction for Nuka Cola. He unveiled Nuka Cola in 2044 and it quickly became a top-selling soft drink in the United States. People started drinking more soda than they do water, kinda like they do in the real life. Inspired by the massive success of his soft drink, he decided to open up an amusement park called Nuka World. You could think of John like Willy Wonka, except if he fed people lead instead of chocolate and happiness. Nuka World itself was extremely expansive with 6 different themed zones for its guests to explore. That's not to mention the multiple behind-the-scene tunnels that the employees would use and where many likely met their fates. And by the 2050s, Nuka Cola and the American society went together like peanut butter and jelly. You could find everyone drinking Nuka Cola: kids, mothers, fathers, construction workers, police officers, you name it. In the pre-war, they would even show ads with military personnel with Nuka Cola to help bring them in more of a good light in the eyes of the American society. Its presence all over the United States is a big reason why it would become the de facto currency of the wasteland. And my dear viewers, while Nuka Cola might be sweet, the Nuka Corporation as a whole is notoriously ruthless. They would relentlessly acquire smaller soda companies as their cherry and grape flavors were originally independent soda flavors. In 2058, Nuka Cola tried to buy the much tastier Sunset Sarsaparilla. They only decided to do this after trying to undercut the drink with their own interpretation called Nuka Wild. By 2067, Nuka Cola could be found on every street with toys, vending machine, and tons of merchandise. However, Bradburton's bubbly empire had a darker side to it. Nuka Cola secretly aided the military's chemical weapons programs. In exchange, Bradburton received a top-secret life extension program called Leap X. This would lead to Bradburton killing dozens through chemical testing on Nuka Cola. The culmination of his unethical testing led to Nuka Cola Quantum, a variant of the drink that glows blue, so you can imagine that it's unhealthy. Bradburton's obsession with immortality would lead to him preserving his head deep inside Nuka World. But we've only scratched the surface of what makes Nuka Cola so terrible to consume. And while it might make a good momentary respite from the wasteland, its side effects are too significant to ignore. The drink has absolutely insane amounts of caffeine, and to counteract this, they say that it's full of vitamins and health tonics. Chronic Nuka Cola use can even lead to Nuka Cola addiction, which side effects include splitting headache. To wrap up this video, Nuka Cola is the tastiest drink of the wasteland and it has many different variants. But something they all have in common is just how freaking unhealthy they are. Alright, have a good night everyone, I'll catch you later.